I call Luke Taylor.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. Crime and policing in London is at a crisis point. Figures show that government funding for the Met Police has reduced by more than £1 billion in real terms since 2010. These cuts have meant that we don't just need more bobbies back, we need more beats. Parks police no longer patrol, and now we see the prospect of safer schools officers across London being moved out of schools where they would be working with young people at risk of gangs or county lines to backfill neighbourhood policing teams. Community policing is in tatters. Officer numbers are insufficient, and PCSO numbers in London have fallen by more than 3,000 in the last 15 years, from 4,247 in 2008 to just 1,215 in 2023. That means almost 3 out of every 4 officers have been lost in that time. While we Liberal Democrats broadly welcome many aspects of this bill, we are fundamentally concerned that without sufficient officers on the ground, community policing will continue to suffer. Over the years, successive Labour and Conservative governments have introduced their own versions of the crime and policing bill. Despite this, London still recorded over 15,000 knife crime incidents, nearly 500,000 thefts, and more than 24,000 cases of sexual violence just last year. It is simply common sense that if we want to get a grip on these awful incidents, which undermine the very fabric of a trusting society, we have to restore community policing. For Londoners, this means sorting out recruitment in the Met across the whole of London, ending the practice of abstracting police officers from outer boroughs to assist inner ones, and instead focus on recruiting more officers to be visible, engaged and dedicated to protecting the communities they serve. I cannot see the many welcome parts of this bill being effectively implemented in my constituency and across London if that is not the case. This bill, as it has been presented, should go further and faster in restoring proper community policing, reforming stalking laws to support victims and implementing a meaningful public health approach to knife crime, both of which I've spoken about a number of times in this House and had very positive responses from the Minister upon. But there is one particular aspect that I would like to raise here today to finish on. I'm encouraged to see that assaults against retail workers are to be treated as the grave crimes they are, but these provisions should go further to protect tradespeople from harm wherever they work. Tool theft is a devastating crime that cost tradespeople millions last year. Research from NFU Mutual shows that 1 in 3 tradespeople now live in constant fear of violent thieves. Some have been brutally attacked with crowbars and other weapons just for trying to protect their tools from being ripped right out of their vans. At a rally to stop tool theft organised by Trades United in Parliament Square last month, I spoke to many tradespeople who have suffered thefts and attacks and heard how they would not now leave their vehicles out of eyeshot for fear of becoming victims. We've seen discussions of better measures from vehicle manufacturers to reduce thefts, like better locks and keyless system security. However, the descriptions of having the tops of vans literally cut off to steal the tools from inside means that these measures can only go so far to stop these thefts. These attacks on tradespeople is more than just theft. It's an assault on their hard-earned work and livelihoods. It's time to acknowledge the escalating danger that tradespeople face and to provide stronger legal safeguards to protect their livelihoods and well-being. And I hope the government will take note of that at committee stage of this bill. Thank you.
Tonya.